Hey, good morning, my friends. What up? Time for a cup of coffee. Beautiful early morning out here. We know what time it is. It's time for coffee. This is Coffee with Len. For those of you who don't know, standing on my deck overlooking the beautiful Pacific Ocean here in Baja, California. I asked you this morning what self-reliance means to you. You know, in 1841, Ralph Waldo Emerson, hope I pronounced it correctly, wrote one of the most famous essays. Probably all read it in school somewhere along the line. It was on self-reliance. And he talked about how the society negatively impacts people and their self-reliance. Earl Nightingale, in The Strangest Secret, talks about conformity. What's wrong with modern men? He asks. And the answer he gets is modern men don't think. Basically, conformity is the nemesis of modern man. Why is it that only 5% of the population manages to be successful? If you start 100 people off when they're 25, and they're all full of piss and vinegar, and they all think that they're going to really make something of their life, and they're full of energy and ambition, yet 40 years later, when they're 65, only one is rich. Another three or four are financially okay, financially independent. The vast majority are broke and dependent on other people. That's the antithesis of self-reliant. They're dependent on other people. Yet they live in the richest land in the world, in the richest time in history, in a time when there's more opportunity than there has ever been before. What's wrong with this picture? It's conformity. People do what other people do. They don't think for themselves. In a survey, a number of people were asked, why do you go to work in the morning? Basically, the answer they gave is everybody else does. Well, gee, that may be true. Moo, follow the herd. Don't think for yourself. So the problem we have, ladies and gentlemen, as we age, is we reach a point in our life where we are not self-reliant anymore. We can't take care of ourselves, either financially, emotionally, physically. We end up in a rest home. We end up in a wheelchair. We end up in our children's basement. We can't take care of ourselves. None of us believe that we're going to end up there, yet the majority of us do. And you can't fight the statistics. If you drift along in the currents of life without direction, without deciding where you're going, without taking action to get to where you want to go to, without building your own life, without taking care of yourself, if you let yourself just drift along in the currents of life, you will end up like so many other people. You can't fight that current unless you have a rudder and a sail and a plan and a crew, and you know where you're going and you know what you're doing. So let's circle back. What's self-reliant? Self-reliant is thinking for yourself. It's making your own decisions. It's forging your own path through life. It's setting goals for yourself. And that's one of the biggest things that Earl Nightingale talks about in The Strangest Secret. Many people don't set goals. They don't have goals. They're just drifting along through life, letting, once again, life's current take them wherever they want to go, wherever life's current wants to take them. But they haven't set goals for themselves. They're not forging their own path through life. 95% of the population ends up broke, miserable, and unhappy, and not self-reliant at age 65 and above. What side of that curve are you on? Are you forging your own life? Are you making your own decisions? The choice is yours. All right, my friends, you have a wonderful day. Plan to be happy, and the universe can bring you more happy. Plan to be self-reliant. Forge your own path through life. Make your own mind up. Make your own decisions. And we'll see you at the other side. We'll see you at the top. And remember, be compassionate. The world needs a whole lot more of that. All right, my friends, you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.